Hello and welcome back to Bad Ping, the internet's most random podcast. This month we have got Adam, Laura, and Matt joining me. Guys, it is the last month of the year, and we have all somehow survived 2021.
We still
It
got.
tried its hardest to make sure that wasn't true.
We still got at least. Let's see. There's 12 more days until Christmas, which means we got still like 20 days or something until the new year. So one of us could still die before then.
Wait, you just said there's 12 more days till Christmas. Does that mean that the 12 days of Christmas starts right now? Starts today?
Yes,
Well,
because I follow a book talker and she's doing 12 days of Homus and she put out the first video today. It's great. I love it.
So,
if only
in
Joe
that
was here, we could
mindset,
talk
because now that's given me actually a really good idea. If we, as CyberTwits, were to rewrite the 12 days of Christmas,
oh no,
what would each day be?
Well, first there would be a hoe.
But where would the hoe go?
Probably on the
I feel
dildo or something like that.
5 losing teams.
That's fair. I would think for the first day would be and Laura making a murder list or something along those lines. And Laura plotting murder.
Okay, so we have day one. Someone needs to write this down.
Okay, wait.
And we thought we weren't gonna have topics.
Okay. Okay, I have started type. Oh wait, I messed up. It's fine. Word document. Here I come.
All right. Okay. So Laura making a murder list. Day one. What's day two?
2 old farts. I don't know.
Get our own day.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
About time we get our own day.
I might get the cutoff. It was almost
2 geriatrics. There we go. That's what day 2 is. 2 geriatrics.
It was almost 3. I'm at the cutoff.
Yeah, you're at the cutoff. Wait, Matt said 5 losing teams.
And who would the losing teams be? Because my team's been good.
I was going to say my teams are winning.
The Vikings, the Bears, the Steelers,
the Cubs,
the Cubs,
Patriots,
the Twins, the Patriots.
Blackhawks.
No, the Patriots are good. Blackhawks. There's enough losing teams to spread 5 around.
Yeah, right? The Blackhawks aren't doing well.
Fair enough.
Laura, please.
I don't give a shit. My Panthers are winning. That's all I care about.
Better than the Blackhawks in hockey.
Oh, I have the Panthers, my dude. I don't trust the Blackhawks.
Good. Don't. They'll break your heart.
Don't they just always do that to people?
Well, there was a short time last decade when they didn't. And then everything came out. So now that's all broken.
Hey, guess what, guys? The spider's gone. I killed it.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that thud was?
Yes. It finally came out from under my bed, tried to go under my leggings, and then promptly in my closet. And now
listen.
It's
so happy.
Spider-Man.
Said spider.
It was a big spider.
Wait, how many twits total are there?
That is a great question. 7, I think.
Yeah.
Megan, me, Adam, Matt, Joe, Logan,
Serena.
Brent.
7.
Yeah.
He doesn't count.
He's in the list.
Okay, you know what? He's in the chat, so we'll count him.
So 8 CyberTwits.
8 Twits tweeting.
8 Twits tweeting. Oh God, what would we tweet out first? Something stupid or something smart?
Both.
Oh, I've got one for 3.
Yeah.
Have we done 3 yet?
No, we haven't.
3 random podcasts. Because we do have 3 of them that do come out rather regularly.
That's fair.
That's true.
Because we have T, we got Bad Pang, and then we have Ballpark whenever you guys decide to record it.
We recorded it. I sent it to Serena, but I don't know if I sent the right link. I sent the download one. I don't know if that's the right one.
Yeah, it needs to be. Hold on, let me look. It needs to be the one that says download, not the one that says to read.
Yeah, then she just hasn't seen it or hasn't touched it yet.
I'll send her a message.
She has other things to do.
Yeah, she's got stuff going on.
Oh God, this is just the worst.
Four
Minecraft servers.
Yes, because there has been four Minecraft
we've had
servers.
4 Minecraft servers.
We've had 4 Minecraft servers. I'm still waiting on us to fucking decide to start Minecraft again.
I need to really log back into the server. I have not
logged into Minecraft in a year.
I'm gonna say this. This I can either save this till the end or say it right now. But I'm gonna say it right now as it makes for funny content. There's a new update, and our old realm is very explored.
No, you are not restarting the new realm.
I'm not gonna restart it. I have a different realm that we can do survival on.
Okay. That one I can handle. I just got to my house the way I liked it.
I am probably, when I go in, gonna destroy the entirety of the house I built. That is underground, because I made an underground bunker for whatever reason.
Yeah, what was the point of that?
Probably
I
because
had a house,
you knew we'd
and
do
then I
something
hated
stupid.
it. Yeah,
it was a good idea in retrospect.
And then I murdered my way into Megan's house, which, you know what, is appropriate. 7 Uber stories.
Yes. Actually, wait, 12 Uber stories.
12 Uber stories?
Yeah, pretty much. You have a lot of Uber stories.
It's like every time I'm on this goddamn podcast, there's an Uber story. Which, speaking of Uber stories...
Oh yeah, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say 11 creepers on Instagram.
Nice. Good one.
I haven't had any lately, which is very surprising. I mean, not a bad thing, but it's just very surprising.
How many bad teams do we have? 8 or 9?
Wait, what?
We already have bad teams. That's 5.
Yeah, we did 5 because that seems appropriate.
I'm currently writing them down.
What numbers do we still have open? 4,
6, 7, 9, 10.
We have 4 Minecraft servers.
Oh, that's right.
6, 7, 9, 10. I'm literally looking at my thing. If we didn't do geriatrics for 2, my brain literally went to Florida people.
Change it. Do 2 Florida people. That one's better.
Oh wait,
okay,
6 senior moments.
Yes, accurate.
Creepers.
7 threats.
Creepers.
7 what?
Threats of bodily harm or something like that. So.
Well, that's and plotting murder.
Okay, I have
True.
Murder
7 knives of stabbing. I don't know.
7 knives of stabbing.
Wait, 10 Pokemon plushies.
Yes.
I do have about that now, I think.
You asked, I was like, wait, how many is it going to be? Because I got one for you last year, Megan got one for you last year. We have 7 and 9 left.
I have, so, hold up, I want to figure this out. I have 2 Dittos, 2 Umbreons, that's 4. I have my Apom and my Vulpix.
Okay, so that's 6.
And then I have several others. So yeah, that's about 10.
We'll just leave it at 10.
Dratini, Squirtle, Cyndaquil.
Do we have 11 still?
But that's
no, 11 was creepers, but I can move that if you have something else.
I was gonna do 11 Funko Pops.
11 Funko Pops. I like. So I can move to 7 creepers on Instagram because that sounds okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then 11 Funko Pops.
And then we just need number 9.
9 OnlyFans pages.
No.
No, we don't have OnlyFans. We're not starting one.
Pictures of all our cats.
9 doctor visits.
Wait.
Yes!
9 messenger notifications.
That works too.
Yeah, that's
9.
Because every fucking time I look at Messenger, it's like 20,000 fucking messages.
I will admit, most of them are probably me.
It depends on the day. That's why I don't have the sound on for them. Because I would murder someone. Okay, so, and our Twits 12 Days of Christmas. Wow, guys, we did that fast. I'm proud of us. That actually came together quick.
We gotta be fast at something other than disappointment.
Is this true? So, okay, so what do we got?
Okay. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 Uber stories, 11 Funko Pops, 10 Pokemon Plushies, 9 messenger notifications, 8 Twits Tweeting, 7 creepers on Instagram, 6 senior moments, 5 losing teams, 4 Minecraft servers, 3 random podcasts, 2 Florida people, and Laura murder. I need to change that. It doesn't sound right. Oh, and Laura plotting
Adam's murder.
Adam's murder.
No, I was just gonna put murder because the A helps it.
Plotting homicide.
Homicide. So yeah, this podcast is totally being called the 12 Days of Twitmas.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right, now that we've gotten that settled, Laura.
Yes. Okay, Uber story is not much, even though, because I keep saying I'm going to type up the stories like the second they happen or as they're happening, and then I forget to do it. So I think the last time I was on, I talked about the one who were stuck in traffic and then they drove on the swale. On the swale of like a highway.
Didn't they go the wrong way as well?
Yeah, and then they went the wrong way, and then they took like 4 wrong turns, and then brought us to a gas station.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So that was the last one. I've had a few that I've done the gas station thing again, and it's been like just no words, no nothing. Just they pick me up and immediately go to a gas station, and I'd be slightly okay if it was like the Wawa that's right there or something, but it's always like a shady gas station that's like not a recognizable name. At one point, this Uber driver turned into a gas station that is no longer like in service. Like there's construction people in the fucking area. And they're like, oh, I needed to stop for gas. I'm like, 1, there's construction people. This one's closed. 2, why the fuck didn't you tell me? 3, I hate you. Like, Uber, get your people shit together. Like, I understand if they, like, let stuff go by, they sometimes don't get as many things back, but it's also, like, just annoying in that regard to, just always have to be on guard. It's like, this morning was the best Uber ride I've ever had in a while. Because this woman picked me up, she confirmed who I was, and then the only other words she spoke to me was, "Is the AC okay?" And then she did not talk to me for the rest of the ride.
See, now that's where the difference is.
I love
this
that.
One was a lady. This one was a lady.
I know. Well, and then I had one this is the one. Last week where I go and volunteer on my days off. So I was going to volunteer at the place, and I get in the Uber, and you're still required to wear masks in Ubers right now. And the guy doesn't even put his mask on, anything. When he sees me have a mask, he like half puts it on like under his nose like a dumbass. And then proceeds to have a conversation with me like, oh, like you don't have to wear your mask, it's fine, this, that, or the other. It's like, no, I would feel better having it on. Like, I'm already late. So I can't even like stop the ride and like get a new Uber because I waited like 10, 15 minutes for this Uber to show up and I was not dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally kept my mask on, but then I rolled down the back window all the way so that there was no chance of me breathing this man's air, because he then proceeded to pretend to wear his mask. And then when he thought I wasn't paying attention, he just took it off.
Oh, jeez.
Like, also, I reported it, and Uber has said nothing to me in regards to it. Not even like an, oh,
Sounds
sorry,
about
like,
right.
yeah, that's against our policy or whatever. It's like, the fuck, man. And then the other thing I've noticed, whenever I report a driver for something like severe, the next couple times I ride with Uber afterwards, my Ubers are more expensive. And it's not like they refunded me anything. I just told them about a driver who was being a bitch and unsafe.
Right.
So it's like, fucking hell, I hate it. Only great thing is I have Uber Pass till like June for free.
Nice.
I think it was in connection to, I think, my Hulu, and because I have like the Hulu Disney Plus bundle, and I got sent an email. It was like, hey, you get free Uber Pass for like, it was like 6 or 7 months. Well, no, it was 6 months, and then they gave you the trial period too. So that's been nice to have, because I don't have to pay for like delivery on most things. It takes off a certain percentage. I earn points still to like my Uber rewards, but then also like on my first 3 rides of like the billing month, I get like 10% off my actual Uber ride. So it takes like $4 to $5 off normally.
Oh, cool. So is there a reason why you use Uber over like Lyft?
That is because Lyft half the time is double the price of an Uber when I go to book it. So before I even like book an Uber, I go into my Lyft app and I try it there, and just I get whichever one's cheaper. So it's like this morning, for example, my Uber was like 28, I think. And when I went into the Lyft app, the Lyft was like $48.
Oh, jeez.
And like, I don't understand it, because it's the same traffic, it's the same everything, it's the same route they would take. And then add on to the fact that most people who drive for one drive for the other. So there's people in the area. But then on top of that, that was with me not being able to get a lift until like 15 minutes after I booked. Unlike this morning, it was like 7 minutes for Uber. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Especially like Mondays are normally the worst, just because it's Monday and everyone hates shit. So
I mean, that's accurate.
That's fair.
Everyone has a case of the Mondays.
Yeah, even Mother Nature.
Yeah, Adam has fun stories from over the weekend.
Yeah.
Adam, you almost die again?
Yes, actually, I almost did. So
for a different reason than you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for once.
This time it wasn't my fault. Okay.
I mean, living where you live, it's kind of your fault.
You're not wrong. But so by now, I think everybody's heard of the tornadoes that struck Bowling Green and all that out in Kentucky and eastward.
Yeah.
Well, the one in Bowling Green was an EF3 tornado.
Jesus.
Yeah. So at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching the weather app. Assuming okay, if we're going to get the storm, it'll happen between 2:30 and 3. If we don't, it's going to go past us. 3 a.m. rolls around. Fucking tornado sirens. We're under tornado warning for 45 minutes. All that fun shit. 15 minutes later, I'm watching the news. I start hearing the rotation of the tornado. So I don't go into a bathroom or downstairs at this point because I'm just there. Well, I can only hear it. I don't think it's that close. It hits the town north of me. It missed my house by, at the very least, 2 or 3 miles. And I could hear the rotation.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Power just flickered. Nothing major. So, getting to why this is a story. My brother calls me today from his work when he's on lunch. And my brother and I have a simple rule. Like, we'll call each other either on our birthdays or on Christmas. One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
If it's anything more than that, then either somebody's dead or there's been something bad happen. Something bad happened. He tells me, oh, hey, I'm just checking on you guys because you guys got the tornado and all that. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, I sent you a text, by the way, over the weekend. I look at my phone. I didn't get it. So, after I hang up, can you guess what pops up?
The text.
Yup.
Nice.
So, it just said, hey, I'm checking on you guys because of the tornado and all that. The usual stuff. And it's like...
So he thought you were dead because you hadn't answered him.
Yes. And he waits till Monday's call. And I actually understand it too because I didn't realize I had calls and all that going through on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So either his service was, well, somewhere along the line, the text was stopped and didn't arrive till today. And
probably because the tower got hit.
Yeah. Well, that's another funny thing. Can you guess what I could do yesterday?
What?
I could still call people and send texts.
That's mostly because as soon as everything has died down, they usually send out the repair crews.
Well, they didn't repair fast enough for me to get that text.
Maybe your phone just doesn't like you.
It's probably that. My old phone fucking cannot shut off. And when I say that, I mean, if I power it down, it's going to say, oh, it's coming back on for the next 2.5 hours until it actually does.
I wish my fucking old phone did that. My old phone would turn back on for 5 seconds and then go, nah.
Nah, fam, nah.
It gets even better, Matt. The phone I got to replace it, like, I like scrolling through Twitter and all that while watching streams and YouTube videos and all that. It's just something to do. So
that's what I do during most of our podcasts.
Yeah. But I usually have the pop-out player enabled for both. I can't fucking enable that because it'll slow down my phone's fucking whatever. So either you have to use 2 different phones. Oh, I also love using Spotify. My new phone can't play that for more than 5 minutes. So yeah, I literally have a phone for calling and for every fucking thing else.
This just sounds like old man yells at cloud.
I mean, that's what it is.
That's literally what it is. Friday through Sunday was at this point. I had to get the new phone That doesn't work. Fucking the tornado, the early wake-up call at 3 in the goddamn morning. Fucking tornado not hitting the town, just skirting on by. Like, fuck. It's almost like they wanted to make me think I was going to die.
So the universe got it.
Yeah. Which,
The universe said, fuck you, got it.
Yep, essentially, yes.
which is why when you said we all survived 2021, I said, well, it wasn't intentional. Because I think there were at
It
least...
just kind of happened.
Yeah.
That's literally the story of my high school career. It wasn't intentional, but I just kind of ended up surviving.
Yeah, you know.
Not for lack of not trying.
That is the joke in this year, too.
You know, I literally didn't try.
Mood.
I still don't try. I just exist.
The thing is, my trauma does not allow me not to try. It just makes me a perfectionist and a procrastinator.
Yeah, accurate.
And an overachiever. And I'm the old soul that got everything done for everyone.
Accurate. This is why we are one brain, Laura.
One brain.
I wasn't the
I have two brain cells. One is shared with Megan and one is shared with my other friend group.
And the rest of us are just the annoying voices in your head.
Oh no, I have more respect for my inside head voices than that.
My one brain cell. If you guys have seen the episode of Family Guy where Lois has Peter drink all that booze to play in the piano competition.
Yeah.
My lone brain cell is the lone brain cell at the end of that episode. Where he's just sitting there like, finally, I have time to read books, and the glasses drop on the ground and go, no, I had so much time.
Okay, speaking of books, it has been about 2 months since I've done any type of book update. Because I don't think I did a book update last month on T. I am currently at 358 books. And I want to somehow hit 400 before the end of the year. So I need to read 42 more books. I'm currently going to finish one more today. And then I have 2 others queued up. And then while I'm watching my friend's dogs, I have those 3 new paper books that you guys got me that I'm going to be reading.
Because you got plenty of books for Christmas.
Well, and then I have like 60 or something more books on my to be read that I made online. And then I have to go back through my TikTok because I have a few that have like holiday theme ones. So
book talk.
Oh, book talk.
If you want to read a great book set in like World War II, I highly recommend Elephant's Run.
Is that your autobiography?
No. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I read this when I was in like 7th or 8th grade.
And I've read it. I had to have read a book like that. Well, no, because my A-push professor, my junior year, he was obsessed with World War II, so would not be surprised if I read it for extra credit for his class.
Yo,
it sounds familiar.
You want a good war book? All Quiet on the Western Front.
I don't know, boys. I don't think you understand. I really don't think you understand. Megan gets it because I say book talk.
It's not the books that you're thinking of, boys.
It's not.
It's really not.
Darn.
It is the spicy
romance.
meatballs.
It's not all of them are spicy. But romance books, i.e., it's 300 pages of I understand what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen occasionally. And then sometimes it's a dark romance and something just gets randomly thrown out there. So
read the okay. No cap. You should actually read the Game of Thrones books.
I've read parts of them.
Okay, because they're like
I don't have the patience. The issue is I don't have the patience to read the entirety of his books. Plus, some of the scenes that I know are in it would trigger me to an extent. So I physically can't read like
That's
parts of those
fair.
books.
There's a lot of banging, a lot of violence.
Realistic.
No, I meant like the legitimate rape scenes in it.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones book.
If anyone listening, or even if you three want a like historically accurate book, I guess. There was a book I had to read for my freshman year of college called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. And I definitely recommend anyone reading it. It's basically about medical breakthrough with
I was gonna say I've read that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's a very good book. And they made it into a like a short movie. It was really good. Definitely recommend it. Good book. Anyway, being that we're heading into the new year, is anyone like excited for stuff coming up next year, or does anyone have like plans that they're wanting to do but haven't like fully committed to yet? Other than not dying, Adam.
Oh fuck!
Say that again.
I said I'm actually excited for a few things.
Go for it.
I know the new Doctor Strange movie is coming out next year, and I'm not interested in that as much as I am the new Fantastic Beasts movie. The trailer
the trailer just dropped.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm refusing to watch this movie in theaters, so.
Excited for the new Batman.
Oh, because of Johnny Depp thing?
Partially, but I also don't want to give money to J.K. Rowling.
I don't think she's getting any money from this just because of the contract with Warner.
No, but it's her story.
True.
It's her characters, it's in the universe, so there's still something somewhere along the line she's getting money from it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anything else, Adam?
I saw the trailer and wasn't blown away by it, so I'm going to give it a shot.
I feel like Matt Nicholson, so like
But other than that, I actually do want to try and get to some baseball games if they fucking play baseball.
Oh, they will. Baseball's gonna happen. Don't you worry about that.
I know. I have this
January.
funny fucking feeling that
don't have a funny feeling, because if baseball gets canceled, then hockey is definitely getting canceled, and literally, I think for next year, that is literally the only thing I want to do is go to more hockey games.
Laura, this is a specific thing involving the players. This isn't involving like
Got it. Wait, is that bullshit thing happening again?
Yeah,
the players.
The players want more money. The fucking owners don't want to pay the players.
This happens like every 2 years. I remember us discussing this like a year ago.
I do remember that. Yeah,
it's during for like NFL, NBA, and NHL that happens. This is
it happens more. Yeah. It's the first time in 20 years it's happened for baseball.
20 what?
I know, but I mean, it's been talked about before, not like actually happened, is what I mean.
Yeah, it hasn't been
because there were rumors that it was going to happen a little bit ago. Yeah. It's always a threat, then somewhere along the line something happens to where that threat gets neutralized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it'll be like January, February that shit gets done.
Yeah.
Oh, always. It's always right before training camps and season shit.
Yeah, but if my funny feeling is right, then it's going to be in early April.
It'll be fine. Just have a positive outlook on it.
If we're gonna miss anything, Adam, it's gonna be a little bit of spring training, but that's really it.
I honestly hope that's it, but I want to go out to the West Coast, probably Seattle, for the AH Live Tour. I want to see a Mariners game because I love their stadium, so I'd love to catch a game in that stadium. And if that goes well, to be honest, traveling, getting to see the different stadiums and all that, if I could turn that into a job, that'd be amazing.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, anything you're excited for coming up next year?
There's a few things. Like the things that kind of stand out to me is I'm excited to finish up Disney because we've decided with all the bullshit they've pulled that we're not going to be renewing after our annual pass runs out. So this will be like our last kind of trips to Disney for a long while until some things changed. Because we like rebought our passes before like this whole Genie Plus, before all the ride bullshit, before they were blocking out annual pass holders from doing stuff or having any type of perk. So I'm excited to finish up Disney and like actually go and like have closure there. But I think besides that, I'm very excited to continue going to hockey games because I like finally figured out kind of this year that I can go and do stuff by myself and it's not an issue. And for me, that's like huge growth because it's like I can, if like you like, I think only Megan has me on Snapchat, if anything, even if she watches them, but like my stories, like I have them all saved in my like phone just so I can like look back on it and see how much fun I had, because it's just been like, I think this is what people when they're like in their freshman year of college feel like, to a degree, of like the freeness to like go do stuff but also figure out what you like to do, because I never really did that. So just going to more hockey games and meeting new people surrounding it, because I just am a singular seat in whatever section I'm in, I've met so many cool people just that I talk to for one game and that's it. And then it's like, maybe I'll see them 2 games down the line and we'll like wave at each other and we'll like talk to each other during warm-ups or something. And it's like, I don't even remember their names, but I know their faces and they're cool people. So I think just doing stuff that makes me happy, I think, is what I'm excited for next year. And just to continue moving forward with life and actually enjoying life as it happens, instead of just hoping that no one dies. Because let's be real, I've had enough of that shit.
And you gotta plan out your trip to Kennedy Space Center.
Yes, I do. I told my brother, I'm like, we need to do a trip to Kennedy Space Center now. And he looked at me weird and I told him why.
Connect with Logan. He did say that he does get at least 1 visitor's pass.
Ooh.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely want to do that because I don't think I'm working fair this year. So we have like I don't think any of us are working fair this year. So this will be the first time in about 10 years that my family is not working at Renaissance Festival, February and March.
Oh, wow.
And which normally blocks off those chance from us doing anything. Like at all. Like we can't leave. We can't go on vacation. We don't want to do anything during the weeks. So I think it's going to be a weird change, but I think also a welcome change.
Yeah. All right, Matt.
I'm just excited for it to not be 2021.
Mood.
That is a mood.
I mean, mostly just video games for me. Seeing where everything goes.
Oh, wait, I think Slime Rancher 2 comes out next year.
New Lego Star Wars game comes out next year. The Pokemon game comes out next year. The Borderlands game comes out next year.
There's a Star Wars game coming out next year?
New Lego Star Wars game. There's also
Lego.
a Star Wars game coming out. Maybe, I guess I haven't really seen a release date, but I think there's one scheduled for either end of next year or the
early 2023.
And there's a Knights of the Republic remake coming out on PlayStation.
Yeah, I think Knights of the Old Republic is supposed to be out either later or early 2022. Or
a little later, I think. I think middle to late.
Yeah, and I know the Eclipse game, they didn't give a release date, but I'm kind of assuming like mid to late 2023.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just excited for video games and to not be 2021 anymon
Fair enough. That is a fair enough statement.
Fair. Megan, what are you excited for?
I guess like going to more AEW events whenever they, come back to Texas, because I'm going to the one this week and I'm very excited. And I decided I'm not doing a sign, even though part of me really wants to, because I have good things for both sides of it, but I'm just like, I don't have the energy to try and do this.
That's fair. I mean,
because what
maybe you'll change your mind tomorrow, though. So
See,
this is true.
It could happen. So it's like you probably already have the majority of the stuff to do it.
If I ever go to one, if I ever go to one, I'm just gonna say hi, CyberTwits in green crayon. Just on a big white.
So it just looks
paper.
white.
Just a big white board.
Honestly,
that's the dumbest thing.
In green crayon, just hi, CyberTwits, and that's it.
Because I think
the day he does that is the day I quit this channel.
That or I ever go up, Simon.
I do want to get tickets for all of us.
No. One of the sides I was gonna do was gonna say Ty Conti for Sammy's vlog, because they've been hinting at making her part of the full-time vlog crew for weeks, and I'm like, I just let me have Ty, please. The other side keeps changing, mostly because now I've gotten a new fascination with Hook.
You should make one.
I love Hook so much. I love him so much.
Oh,
I loved him before he did the wrestle thing last week, but I also just love him in general.
I watched his match with Fuego, and I'm like,
oh,
sir, there was no reason for you to go that hard. Like,
yes,
sir. Yes, his son. His name is Tyler. He goes by Hook.
You should make a sign that says "Sign Kyrie Sane," because she got released.
Oh shit!
She's pretty much done with WWE, but I think she's going to go to Stardom.
Most likely. I think what I've seen a trend in is wrestlers going to other promotions that they were like good in before and kind of getting their self back, their identity back, and then they end up in AEW, even if it's just part-time or if it's just like a match here or there.
Yeah, that's
Do you guys see they finally released the reasoning why? Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Oh, I know. I was just talking about how they have the cross promotion thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that they finally released the reasoning why Jeff Hardy got fired?
Oh, no, I didn't.
He refused rehab again. WWE mandated rehab.
Yeah. I read something along those lines, but it's just...
So maybe the situation is maybe he refused. Maybe the situation isn't as bad as we thought, and maybe rehab was a little much. He didn't want to go through it again.
That may be the reasoning. His wife has come out that
you say that, but
could also be the flip side.
Right.
Right.
His wife has come out saying that he's okay, they're doing okay, and to let him, talk about it in his own time. And Matt's even come out saying that he's not telling his brother's story. He's letting him come out and do it at his own pace. Because so I imagine we'll probably hear something soon.
Maybe, but it also just probably taking time for himself right now, because since he's been back in WWE, he hasn't really gone away from the public eye. Like, even when shit's gone down.
He hasn't. I mean, hell, last time he had something like this happen, he asked for rehab, and he went to rehab to try and get it done. So it's going to be just a case of...
It might not be that bad, because if he asked for rehab and this time he's refusing it.
Well, this time Vince was forcing him. That was the main thing behind it, is Vince was forcing him to go and he said no.
But also that's the story we're getting from WWE.
That's also Vince.
Here's something else to
also
consider.
Vince. The man's kind of insane.
Kind of?
I want you guys
both of them are insane.
Else.
Well, yeah, Jeff's insane too, but
I want you guys to consider something else. Okay, he's been wrestling since he was what, 16?
19 professionally.
Okay, so 19 professionally.
16 with backyard.
16 backyard, yeah.
Over 20, maybe 30 years in the business, depending on how you want to use. Yeah. Please find out.
How long has Jeff Hardy been wrestling? He's 44 now. He first joined WWE in 98.
Okay,
he's been active in wrestling from 93 till now. So about 28 years.
20 years professionally, but 30 overall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Training. I know he was brought in to do some shows when he was underage, like 94, 95, something like that. So,
yeah, something like that.
Like 20, 30 years doing this. Like, his style of wrestling is popular today, yes.
Uh-huh.
But back then, back in 2000s, by the time he was 25, he was probably hooked on painkillers because of the beating his body took.
Oh, yeah. But like, you also got to think, if you're thinking of longevity of career, you know, there have been have gone, you know, as hard or harder than the Hardy Boys have, and have had really long wrestling careers. I mean, look at Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Flair was
you also
wrestling
have to
well up
remember
into his
something.
mid-60s.
Yeah. And when he went to TNA, he wrestled a few matches there. He looked absolutely lost. So it's kind of a case of he needs time to heal, to rest,
Mhm.
relax, be a father and all that. And I think comparatively, you could argue that he's the American version of Jushin Thunder Liger. You don't know who that is? YouTube him
Yeah.
and be amazed.
But at the same time, it's like, even if he doesn't come back to wrestling in like a full-time wrestler like scope of things, I would love to see him do like a mentoring role backstage.
He wants to be.
Especially like doing
Yeah.
like a mentor for like Darby or for
Eh,
Fuego or for like the people that are up and
him,
coming
I could
that
actually see him
want to do that
mentoring Sammy
but that want to
Guevara.
do that extreme. They want to do the extreme side wrestling.
So yeah, I've also heard that Matt Hardy said he wants to wrestle with Jeff again at some point in his
Mhm.
career. Like he wants something like that to happen at least one more time for maybe a short stint, and then they go back to maybe ride off in the sunset, or they take a backstage thing, or a on
Yeah,
screen
because
manager role.
if you've noticed, I don't know who watches AEW regularly here.
I do.
Matt doesn't
I
really wrestle anymore.
Yeah,
He's
he's
taken on
just a
more of a
manager.
manager role since he's
Yeah.
gotten to AEW.
I actually
Which
don't
is
mind that for him, considering the fact that he continued the match after getting a concussion. So
what I want to happen is Jeff signs with AEW. They have a run at and with the AEW Tag Championship, and then they lose it and ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, I would love to see them just have one more match, even if it's like have them tag against like not necessarily who would I want them to tag again. That's the thing is if they tagged in AEW just for one more match, let's say.
It would have to be like a dream match.
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
So you guys know that Ring of Honor had its final battle this past Saturday, I want to say? Friday or Saturday. And they had a lot of people saying goodbye and all that. Because the promotion's going on hiatus until early April 2022. It may never return, but it's the end of an era. So you could easily do something like Ray Orris and Dragon Lee versus the Hardys in AEW. Or, since they work with New Japan and pretty much every other company, borrow some talent from there. You can make the dream matches happen.
Oh yeah, you definitely could.
Yeah, I just like
And
I'm trying to think like so
who could they go against?
this will be fun. Okay, so Matt and Jeff versus just in my head, I'm like, who that's already on roster can match style. I would love to see them go up against Gavin and Sammy. That would be fantastic. Just because their styles do kind of match up with the extreme side. But
Sting and Darby would be fun.
I've got a better dream match. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sting and Darby, that would be fun. I don't know if Sting's going to be able to hold up, but I mean, Sting's a legend, so he can. Sting is very good, but he could get somebody younger in there and have him and Darby click and just blow the roof off the place.
Oh, it definitely could.
But let's go out to the promotion. What about the Motor City Machine Guns?
I mean, anything is possible, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, where Jeff ends up if he does decide to come back to wrestling. If he doesn't, we kind of got off on a tangent though, because I was trying to say this is true. I just want to finish up the stuff that I'm excited for, at least for myself, for this year, and then we're gonna wrap because we've been at an hour already.
Yeah, because Megan never finished.
Yeah. So other things I'm excited for coming up this year, moving into a new apartment, when I eventually, find one. Because I'm looking at a couple places. And I'm excited for the possibility of surgery later on next year. Because I start that process late January, so it'll be interesting.
I didn't bring any party horns.
No party horns.
Honestly, I just hope everything goes good with the surgery and all that.
I hope so. I'm hoping that by, doing this through my insurance, that it's going to be a lot better than the other option that I had. But it'll depend on what the surgeon I'm going to see, says. So,
yeah, it's an ongoing process.
Hopefully, it's not a total fucking
So that's where we're going to end it for this month and for this year, as a matter of fact. Thank you guys so much for letting us ramble on for another year. We really appreciate it, because without you, we would probably still be doing this, but with no one listening to us.
Really nobody. 2022, fuckheads.
Happy
if you want to
holidays,
check us out,
everyone.
do so on the socials. We are on Twitter at CyberTwitsPod. And we have all of our other personal socials on there because I can't remember them at this point. Check us out on YouTube, which is hopefully where you're finding this, because if you find it somewhere else, I have no idea what went wrong. Make sure you go buy some CyberTwits merch over on the Redbubble store. Check out T and Twits over at T and Twits Pod on Twitter and T and Twits on YouTube. And we will be back in 2022. That's a lot of twos. With brand new content and hopefully some more familiar faces. Yes, Matt.
Idea.
Yep.
We should do an episode on February 22nd, 2022. It's literally Tuesday.
You know what?
All right, if we can swing it, we'll do it.
Okay, I love that you're trying to plan 2 months in advance. However, we planned this 4 days in advance, and there were still issues. So stop talking. Megan, continue ending the podcast.
That is a grand idea. We will table that until next month when we figure that out again. But in the meantime, thank you guys again for listening to us. We will see you guys in the new year. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.